What is it?
It didn't show.
What is it?
20.
What do I do right now? What do I do right now?
You paid for a towel! I'm going!
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everything else in between, and welcome to the first part of the two-part finale for Season 1 of Dungeons & Morons. This is Season 1, A Timeless March, and the tension is very high in the room between our four adventurers. We've got Bart playing Barthold,
What's up?
Amelia playing Alexander Foxtrot, we have Tiama playing Ivy Connors.
Yeah.
And we've got Jimmy playing, what was your character name?
Jimmy.
We got Jimmy playing Jimmy. Last we left off, Jimmy broke time. Jimmy broke all of time.
Okay.
We open with Jimmy. Jimmy, you're the first to open his eyes. You look around you and you see this weird kind of space-like area. As if some sort of supernova or something. You are in the heart of it. You can see all these things floating by. Things from throughout human history. The pyramids, a sphinx. You can see Viking ships floating through space. You see cups, mugs, things from your era. You see cybernetic parts and enhancements and a floating car. As you look around, Ivy, Abigail, Barthold, Astrid. You guys all open your eyes as well.
Is Gerald anywhere near?
Roll for investigate.
Can I also am
My
investigating.
15.
Not 20.
Oh, 20? Okay.
But I'll add mine.
You guys are looking
23.
around, and all things seem very strange. Despite being in space, it's as if there's a lightning storm going on. Bolts of electricity are shooting down all around you. One in front of you shoots down and remains. The bolt of lightning slowly spreads open. And Alex Foxtrot walks out.
Oh fuck, I made it! Holy shit! Oh, hi guys.
Hey, dude.
Okay. So I was back where we were.
Where?
Back home, right?
Home?
You're
Why are you
home
here?
and
Like,
present?
so like, okay. The lab was destroyed, and I was looking at the computer. It was Gerald's computer, but remember, there was a line way in the past
What
that
is a
had.
computer?
Not right now. There was a line.
It's a big magic box.
Ah.
Yes, it's a big magic box. But okay, listen. You know techie stuff, right? I need to ask you what this means. So there was a timeline. I saw everything. The timeline of literally from when it fucking began to like even the future.
Okay. What?
I was looking at it and there were so many anomalies. There was a green thing. There was a green tracker, like somewhere on there, and then like in the past as
Green
well.
tracker where?
Like
It was my time machine.
My.
You guys all turn and you see Gerald standing
you
there.
Wait, okay. Is he good? Wait.
That's
I am.
Are you
Good
good?
question.
Good questions, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You need to do some
Yeah,
explaining, my guy.
Yeah, you gotta answer some fun
Please.
questions.
I was trying to fix the machine
Okay.
when I was interrupted.
Interrupted. Okay.
Not of any fault of your own. You guys were unaware.
Speaking of, what are the color of Tiama's eyes?
Blue. Still blue.
Oh
Can I
fuck. Can I like cover my?
Put a
Is there anything I
blindfold
can
on.
cover my eyes with?
You can close them.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I am listening.
Her
but I'm
eyes
just
are
gonna-
blue.
I don't like that you're listening still, but whatever.
Well, I
She, like-
kind of. I feel like I kind of need to.
I.
Oh, before you speak, I am currently one of him's avatars, and I think we should stop that.
How do we undo that?
I thought it
How
was
do we undo
fucking-
that? Anyway,
Okay.
let me close my eyes
Contact.
again.
Your eyes are so pretty, bro.
You got a lot to ask.
Let's
One at a time.
run it back. I built a time machine to fix my mistakes.
Yeah, keep your fucking eyes clean.
I had a plan. I had it. I was going to execute it. Sadly, it meant hurting you. But every single step along the way, something has gone wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we noticed that.
And it's him's doing. I could have fixed things.
Tim's not a good guy,
What?
What were you trying to fix?
by the way. Kinda sucks.
Brown suit man?
He's actually blue now, but
It's the avatar.
Oh fuck, no way! Okay, that's kind of cool.
not like me, Avatar. Like the blue.
This is genuinely really weird with my eyes closed. I like am losing
This is
perception.
very cursed. Okay, good. Continue, please.
Time is breaking as we speak.
Okay.
Yeah, no
As he
shit.
says that, a giant lightning bolt shoots down and another rift appears
What
and
the
slowly
fuck?
begins to pull apart.
Oh shoot! Wait. Just like how-
if it's loud, I'm gonna open my eyes. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just a camera flies through.
A
You know,
camera.
I was not expecting any of this to
Gore.
happen, okay? This was not part of the plan. This was, honestly, Jimmy,
What?
I respect your initiative.
What was your plan?
Yeah, what's the plan?
To
Yeah.
fix the button and to...
No, that's not what I asked. What was your plan from the beginning? Why did you do this in the first place? You didn't tell. You brought us into this whether you like it or not. You gotta give us some answers.
I can show you.
Huh?
Just as he says that, you hear a distorted scream. You turn around and you see a glitching figure.
Oh no.
You see him
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
with his blue skin,
Ah!
muscles bulging and clothes tearing apart, but he's glitching as if something's wrong.
Huh. I mean,
His body is snapping in different directions. You see him turn into his human form, turn into his god form, start glitching back and forth. He is pretty much on the fritz.
He's broken.
because we
he's-
broke time.
Because you
Yeah.
broke time.
The
And
god
he's
of time
maybe
is
broken.
broken.
Oh frick. Okay.
And he's glitching there,
Broken.
and he's standing
Nice.
there.
That's good.
Yeah.
So we kill him now.
He's.
He starts freaking out, his body starts contorting, and then he looks directly at you.
Fuck. Close my eyes. I don't.
You hear a voice in your head, still broken and distorted. It's like, help me! No!
No.
You can't let him get away with this. Ivy.
Go away!
Just as you say that, another lightning bolt breaks down and hits the ground. Rapid fire. Boom, 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 boom.
What?
They start to hit around you. All of you guys.
Huh?
One of the lightning bolts begins to open, and you see as Abigail, who's standing there watching, hesitant with her hands on her gun,
Oh, fuck.
it starts to open, and you see her coat getting pulled back. Her ponytail starts flying back towards the lightning bolt. Abigail looks at you guys, looks at Ivy. Help. She gets sucked back into the lightning bolt, and it closes shut.
What?
Jimmy,
I tried
you
that.
start to feel the same energy pulling back on you.
No way.
As do you, Alex,
No.
Barthold, Ivy.
Shit.
Things start pulling you guys backwards. Jimmy, make a Constitution saving throw. Alex, Constitution. Barthold, Ivy. All of you make Constitution.
Must be fine.
11.
You have 15.
11.
15.
I rolled a nat 20.
God damn it!
No!
This is bad.
Let's play the Jacob Meow sound effect.
We're so bad.
We've already
All of
had
you guys,
shit.
one by one, start to get
We're
sucked
going
in
home,
to
Astrid.
the lightning. Alex, you're first. You get sucked in. It closes behind you. Barthold, Jimmy. It just leaves Ivy and Gerald there in that weird void.
No!
Gerald looks at him, looks at you as you start to get pulled back. Gerald begins to run towards you. And kind of like a football player, he grabs you, tackles you, and pushes both of you guys into the lightning bolt. And it closes behind you guys. We begin in a large school auditorium. There's a science fair going on.
Oh my.
No way!
Science projects decorate the large auditorium. Kids, family members, teachers, faculty, they're all walking around. Beneath the bleachers, a small little portal opens up, and Ivy Connors and Gerald Bixby fall out and land hiding underneath the bleachers, out of sight.
What the fuck? Where are we?
We're at the beginning. You look down at your hands and you notice that you are somewhat transparent, and Gerald is the same. You can see through him, but still see him. You can see the other side of the bleachers. You start to look around and you peer in between the seats, and you see a younger version of you walking around and exploring this little science fair. You know, you don't see your brother, you don't see Gerald, but you see you.
Oh.
6 years old and still happy.
What am I doing?
You are at your brother's aging machine that he built with Gerald.
I'm about to make my hand big, probably. I'm about to fuck some shit up. Why are we here?
You wanted answers. Come with me. Gerald starts to walk into the auditorium, still transparent. You can see the light shining through him, and he begins walking through the crowd. Do you follow him?
Yes.
The two of you start to explore this auditorium, just like you used to, and you see your younger self with a large adult hand, almost exactly identical to your hand right now. And little Kiji's just looking at it, fascinated. Arthur pushes past you and Gerald and goes to your younger self.
And I'm gonna just stop and like watch.
You can't hear them over the crowd, but you watch as your brother smiles and helps your younger self revert your hand back to its little 6-year-old hand He looks happy. He looks young. He looks like exactly how you remember him.
I'm gonna go follow Gerald again.
You turn towards Gerald and you see Gerald is staring at Arthur with a sense of sadness in his eyes. I miss him.
Yeah, so do
I want to apologize for being distant. You know, I watched you grow up and you reminded me too much of your brother.
So you thought it was right to leave me alone?
I didn't think it was right. But it's the only thing I had the strength to. You watch as your younger self starts to go back to exploring, and your brother starts talking to the judges. Come on. Gerald walks towards his invention.
I follow him.
As the two of you walk up to the invention, younger Gerald approaches it as well. And you get there at about the same time. Okay. Younger Gerald starts looking at it, starts making sure everything's in working condition. He puts an apple, he tests it, and then you feel a presence behind you, kind of looming over you, as a shadow goes over young Gerald.
Am I in the way of it, or?
Not really.
Okay.
They can.
Okay.
But you turn around, and you see looking down on you is him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dressed in a trench coat, with a brown hat on.
Oh.
And perfectly blue skin. He puts his hand on young Gerald's shoulder. Nice project you got, kid. Oh, thank you, sir. It took a lot of effort. I can tell. You're good with manipulating age, time. Well, I wouldn't say I'm good at it, but it's something that I've been practicing on, and you can tell young Gerald's a little bit uncomfortable because this dude has, still has his hand on the shoulder. You look back and you see younger you watching. Him goes, "Let's have a talk, Gerald." Gerald looks up confused. This older man knows his name, knows about him, and him just ushers Gerald back behind the stage curtain in the auditorium.
Is Gerald, current Gerald following?
Adult Gerald follows.
Yeah, I follow.
So, Gerald, I should not be allowing you to make this project. Oh, I'm sorry. I bought some of the parts off of a shady, website. They were from across the seas. I didn't know that they were I had a feeling some of them were illegal, but no. Gerald, you are messing with something very, very delicate. You understand? Not really. Him begins to explain his idea of the timeline. The idea that there is one set timeline, and without it, the universe goes into chaos. You see younger Gerald just kind of looking up, interested, intrigued. Him looks at him, the young kid, and says, Gerald, of all the things in this world, what do you want the most? Gerald looks past the curtain into the auditorium, and you guys see Arthur talking about the invention to the judges. Gerald looks back up at him and says, I don't know, my parents really want, me to get into a good college, and I don't know. Maybe I get to retire when I'm young. I don't know. A good life? Why do you ask? I can help you get whatever you want in this world. And it all starts with you winning the science fair. Him turns towards the science fair and waves his hand across the crowd. Things start to rearrange, move around. Him and Arthur are standing in front of their invention as the judges stand on the stage. And the winner is Tina with the potato volcano. Don't know how that works, but congratulations. And you see Arthur and Gerald just look heartbroken that their invention, that literally ages and de-ages things, lost somehow. And then him moves his hand back and shows the judges up there and just goes, and the winner with a $10,000 grant scholarship, Gerald Bixby and Arthur Connors. And you watch as the crowd goes wild. Your parents run up and hug Arthur and Gerald. So excited. Him brings his hand down and it goes back to the normal room, normal auditorium. I can provide you all of that. All you need to do is a few favors for me every now and then. Gerald looks up at him. You see adult Gerald kind of closes his eyes and looks back as the younger Gerald reaches up and shakes his hand. Bart. We open up on the Elven clan. Fires burning. The entire village in flames.
Got rushed into battle, obviously.
You charge head first, ready to fight. You turn the corner and you see you. Standing there with Melody. You watch as Melody says she doesn't know where Astrid is. She doesn't know where she's gone. You help Melody get out of the village and you escort her out. The fire rages on. Your home is being destroyed. You look down at your hands, Milnir. They're completely transparent.
What the fuck?
You follow yourself. Barthold the Brash, pushing through men, laying down justice, hitting them with the hammer and slamming them against walls. You are clearing a path for your family's safety. And you get to the outskirts of the village. You see as the army charges towards you. And then Barthold sputters and disappears. As you disappear, Milnir drops to the ground. One of the men runs up and tries to pick up the hammer but can't, as he's unworthy.
Not goddamn look at that.
He's from the south. South
is for losers.
South is for
South is
losers.
for
Of course it's from
Losers
South.
from the south could never pick up
They
Mjolnir.
couldn't take my ass if they tried.
You watch as Stoic leads a rescue party. Your brave general starts to escort your family out, fighting their way through.
I can't hit.
You can try.
I can try. I'm gonna fucking try. I'm gonna recklessly attack because this feels reckless.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing. 2, 9 plus attack. It's like 16. Yeah.
You swing your ghost-like version of Mjolnir down, and a huge gust of wind kind of goes off and ruffles through their hair.
Damn.
As Stoic starts to lead a full-on assault against the Southerners, you watch as the other villagers from the Elven clan start to evacuate in the other direction. They start heading towards the north, including Melody. Melody starts to look around, worried, confused. You hear her calling out for Astrid.
I go to Melody, obviously.
You go to your wife, panicked, concerned. Astrid! Astrid, where are you? Can you hear me? She's calling at the top of her lungs.
I can't do anything to help her, but I am going to stay there, and even in this ghostly visage, I'm going to stand over her and protect my wife.
Roll perception.
14.
Melody will also roll perception.
19.
Melody rolled a nat 1.
Well,
Actually, it landed on another dice, so I don't know if I should count it. She rolled that. You see through the burning building Astrid standing there, looking around, concerned. And you see her run off behind a building.
can I give her guidance? Even though
You'd have to get closer.
I get closer.
Okay, so you start to follow your daughter. She is running, dodging, and weaving in between these burning buildings, seemingly going unnoticed by the southern warriors.
Yeah, the girl.
She runs up into the field where you disappeared. She starts calling out, Dad. Dad!
Well, I am right there.
She looks around and she sees Mjolnir laying on the ground. She walks up to the hammer, sees it on the ground, and notices that the symbol of Thor and the symbol of the Elden Clan are no longer etched on the side of it.
Yeah, I'd cast guidance on her.
She goes to pick it up.
Put my hand on her back. You got this, kid.
Astrid raises Mjolnir up
Nice.
above her head. And she points it directly at the swarming army. And under her breath says, "This is for my father." And a huge bolt of lightning shoots from the hammer. You feel, although she is holding the hammer, the power is coming from you as you gave her guidance. And it eviscerates the Southerners.
Fuck those guys. Those guys suck. Those guys are losers. That's my girl.
Astrid looks around, and you just see Stoic on the other side of the battlefield, and he just goes, "Yeah! That's girl of friend.
I'm gonna slap Stoic.
Asterix. Asterix. Let's go, Asterix."
That is my fucking daughter, Stoic. God damn it.
Stoic runs towards Astrid, picks her up in his arms, and starts running her towards Melody. As they begin running through, Astrid is essentially providing cover fire.
Can I just give her a kiss on the forehead as she like leaves?
As she leaves, yeah, you give her a little kiss on the forehead as Stoic picks her up, and they start running down through the village. Astrid starts firing bolt of lightning after lightning, providing cover fire for Stoic as he escorts her all the way back to Melody. Melody takes Astrid in her arms, and Melody tries to grab the hammer from her, but it weighs her down. And the entire village runs off. Alex, you wake up in a new home, one that you have never seen before. It seems like, a kind of dark, dirty house. Empty beer bottles litter the floor. And food wrappers are all over the place. The TV is very, very old. It's one of those very old cube TVs.
Okay.
You're looking around this place, and you begin to hear the sound of jingling keys at the door.
Am I also invisible?
You are invisible.
Okay, who comes in through the door?
You hear the keys go into the door unlocks and it opens. And you see someone who looks remarkably like yourself. Although, albeit a little bit younger. You look at a young 12-year-old Richard Foxtrot.
Oh, my dad.
You see your dad as he comes home from school, throws his backpack down, and looks around. Dad? Hello? No response. Richard sits down at the TV and he turns it on. Starts watching the news. The news reporter, go ahead, roll perception.
Yeah, okay. I was just about to ask that.
Perception.
Plus 5, 11, oh, I can't math. 14.
14?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah,
So the news
so-
reporter...
Oh, is it a 6?
No, that's a
When
six.
never mind. When the dot's on the
Then it is
bottom.
11.
It's 11?
It's
Okay.
11.
That's still good enough.
Still my lucky number.
Hey.
The news reporter begins talking about a string of random bank robberies throughout the state of Southern Carolina.
Okay.
Your father just relaxes and watches TV. He's having a nice day to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the house is dirty, it's dingy, it hasn't been cleaned in a while.
Ugh, okay.
What do you do?
So, I want to go up to my dad, kind of analyze him, and, can I look in his backpack?
You
No.
can't grab anything, you can't interact with anything.
Okay, got it. So I can't interact with anything. Can I take like a little wrap around? Like, let me analyze the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you start to walk around the house.
Try
You
to
see it's 2-story home.
2-story.
It's very kind of 70s. It feels like a house from the 70s.
Nice.
But a lot dirtier, a lot dustier. No one's really gone through this place.
Got it. Were you about to say something else right
No one's really gone through this
now?
place.
2 stories. I would like to try to find my dad's room. If that's cool.
You go up the stairs.
Yeah.
And you're in this kind of long hallway. You begin to walk down, and on the walls you see photos that you have never seen before.
Got it. Of my dad?
Of your dad and his dad
Mm-hmm.
and his mother.
Okay.
You see them all together as a happy family. You see your grandparents, who you've never really met before,
Mm-hmm.
and you see them get married. You see a baby photo.
Oh.
It seems to be of your father, but the name reads Albert Richardson.
Albert. Who the fuck is Albert, bro? Let me write something down. Albert Richard's son?
Albert Richardson.
Okay. I'm gonna take note of that. Can I... Oh man, I don't know. I'll keep looking at the photos, see if I can piece anything else together, but I still want to go in his room too.
As you begin to walk through this hallway, you kind of get a weird sense of sadness that's just been manifested in these halls, in this house.
The ghetto.
You know, you see these happy photos, but it seems like a time that's already long gone. One of the doors in the hallway is opened up.
Oh, okay. Hello. Who is it?
You watch your grandfather step out.
Okay.
He's wearing a white t-shirt, boxers, food stains on his shirt. He's looking very worse for wear, and he does not look sober.
Shit. Is he going downstairs?
He calls out, Albie! Albie, is that you? He starts to, stumble down the stairs. Do you follow him?
Yes, I follow him. Screw his room. I'll come back to it later.
You follow him to the bottom of the stairs. Okay. And you see the TV is now off, and Albert is sitting in a chair working on homework.
Albert? Okay. Not with my dad? Albert is my dad? Why did he change his name? Okay, continue.
Richardson.
Albert is sitting doing his homework, and his grandfather, his father, your grandfather.
Yeah, my grandfather.
Is standing at the base of the room.
Okay.
It's as if he wasn't watching TV at all. Doing your homework? Huh? Yeah, Dad. I'm doing history homework. Maybe I have a couple questions for you. Do you know much about like Theodore Roosevelt or anyone like that?
Huh. I do.
He was a president. He was fruity as hell. It was fine. Can you get me a beer?
Oh. Okay.
I'm kind of doing homework now. So, beer. Go. Albert stands up, puts his homework down, and walks into the kitchen.
I'll follow him to the kitchen.
Your father opens the fridge. And, you see a lot of, kind of gross food in there, like half-eaten microwave meals, leftover meatloaf.
Man.
And a lot of opened or unopened beers.
This is what my dad lived through? I thought, his backstory would be just as rich as he made my kind of life was.
You see a little invitation
on
what? The fridge. It's a magnet.
A magnet?
And it says, In Memoriam.
Oh. I thought you said it was going to be a Disneyland magnet. I got really excited.
It says In Memoriam of Winona Richardson, and it has a picture of your grandmother.
Got it. Got it.
Albert grabs a beer from the back of the fridge, an unopened one, and you can see the light bulb in the fridge is kind of flickering. It's not a good one. It's not a good fridge.
They're broke.
It keeps things slightly below room temperature, but doesn't keep things cold.
Okay.
Albert goes back into the living room, and his father is sitting in a chair, leaning back, with his hand outstretched, waiting for the beer. Albert puts the beer in his father's hands, and the man cracks it open and takes a sip. He looks down at it with a weird, disgusted look at his face. It's not cold. Yeah, Dad, the fridge isn't really working the best.
It's just fucking broken.
But I can get you ice or anything. He's like, get me ice. Albert goes back and opens the freezer, and there is no ice in there. The ice maker is completely empty. Now, I'm going to give you the option as DM to player. Do you want me to go into depth as to what's about to happen? Or, for your own sake, I can just skip it?
Go easy on it.
Go easy on it.
Go easy on it now.
In this moment, you watch pretty much helplessly as your grandfather backhands Richard, hitting his own child to the ground, chugging his beer, and he spits it out onto his own son. He says, "Your mother didn't die for this. She wanted us to have happy lives where we could live however we wanted. And if we can't even get a cold beer in this house, what's the point?" You feel a little bit empty. You feel your heart rate begin to race. And you watch somewhat like a time lapse as your dad and his father begin to grow older. The 12-year-old becomes a 13-year-old. The 13-year-old becomes a 14-year-old. He's older. He's got muscle. One night the argument gets really bad.
Okay.
Albert's just trying to watch TV. Just trying to enjoy his day. He already finished his homework. Your grandfather throws a bottle at him. It hits Albert in the head. And Albert stumbles into the TV.
Ooh.
And falls through the glass into the TV.
Wait, what?
Glass cuts Albert along his back and along the back of his head.
Shit.
To go easy, as you said, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the 14-year-old has had just about enough. He is sick, he is tired, and he fights back.
Fucking beat his ass, bro. Go off.
Albert goes up to his father, punches him as hard as he possibly can. The drunk man stumbles backwards, trips on an empty beer bottle, and the back of his neck hits the railing.
No way.
On the stairs.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
You watch as your father accidentally, well, inadvertently, kills your grandfather.
Oh my god.
Albert looks around panicked. His head is bleeding. His back is bleeding. He runs upstairs with his backpack and begins to shove clothes and everything he can into it.
Get out of there, man. That's crazy. I don't know why I didn't know anything about that.
In a panic frenzy, Albert Richardson runs out the front door, and leaves that home behind. The only thing you saw him take, other than clothes and some food, was a picture of him and his mother. And he runs off into the night. We open in a therapist's office. Jimmy, you slam down onto the couch, still in your outfit, and you look around this room. You see, the therapist sitting behind their desk, notes in their hand, legs crossed. I don't know, I feel like I've failed. My goal was to provide him with a happy childhood and everything he could need. And I missed all of it in the process. You see sitting beside you on the couch is your mother. Roll investigate.
Come on, Jimmy.
I got 19, but I also have a +5.
What?
24.
Yo, that opal though.
Yeah, you notice
Come crystal.
there is
What?
no longer a wedding ring on your mom's finger.
Oh, okay.
As she sits in this therapist's office. I was a bad mom. Actually, I wasn't even a bad mom. I just wasn't there. I wasn't even a mom. I was just somebody that was in his life. Barely. His father and I worked at this company with some dude named Foxtrot, and we sat down, we helped him with his businesses, with his brand. All we wanted was to make enough money so that we could put him through college, and so that we could watch as he walked down the aisle with that diploma. He was always a smart kid. And we just missed it. We missed the graduation. All that work for that diploma, for his college, so there was no student debts, and I wasn't even there to watch him get his name called out. I think he got a scholarship. I don't know. He won't talk to me. He won't call to me. I don't. Honestly, it's what I deserve. I think I wasn't there as a mom, so he doesn't need to be there as a son. The therapist looks at your mom and just goes, well, we've made a lot of good progress. Obviously, forgiveness is a two-way street. Before he can forgive you, you need to forgive yourself. And if you can do that, maybe, just maybe, you can rebuild a relationship with him. I don't know. Jimmy, how does this make you feel? And the therapist looks directly at you.
Oh. That's new. That's very new. Huh?
Oh.
Huh? Look at your hands. Are they invisible?
Am I transparent?
Nope.
Fuck it.
This is you, dude.
You look down at your hands and they are not transparent.
Oh my god.
How do you feel about your parents missing your graduation day?
Shit, nothing you can do now.
Well, Jimmy, that's kind of a one-sided thing. Like, how do you feel? We're not focused on, what we can do now or do later. We want to know what you're feeling in your heart.
Oh, well.
Are you scared of something, Jimmy?
Oh no, not really.
Are you sure?
Oh wait. Oh wait.
You look deep into the therapist's eyes.
Oh fuck. No, I'm using Ring of Lore right now.
God.
You
He's a dude.
you see in her eyes a little something. You don't know what it is, but you get this weird feeling over you.
Oh, it's fucked.
All you see in her eyes is hopelessness and the idea of loss and death. You blink, and before your eyes, you are sitting in front of James Harvey Oswald.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What makes you scared, Jimmy Joseph? What are you afraid of? All I did, I held you in that basement for months. I took away your fingernails. I took away your humanity. I took away your bravery to speak. I saw that look in your eye when I went down into that basement every day. Was it gonna be torture? Was it gonna be food? Was he gonna give me water? But I never figured out what you were scared of. I think you don't even have it figured out yet. You're running. What are you running from? Your mom beside you looks at you and says, Jimmy, are you running from me?
No.
Was it your dad? Was it, you know, we weren't there enough. We still put pressure on you to be, you know, the smart kid we knew you were. And we weren't there, and I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't blame you if you tried to run away when you were younger. But you never did. So what are you running from?
Not you.
You hear James Harvey Oswald. So then that means you're running from him. James looks to his left. The room around you begins to go darker and darker. And you see, standing in front of you, is a gross, distorted version of yourself. Ivy.
What the hell was that?
I was invested.
Oh, damn. Distorted version of Jimmy?
Running from himself?
Ivy, you and Gerald are walking together through this weird kind of ethereal plane. As you guys exit the auditorium, you reemerge at a graduation. You watch as Gerald and Arthur stand up there together, giving a valedictorian speech. You know, typically the school wouldn't have things like that, have multiple students give one speech, but the two of them together was just an unbeatable force. You know, weirdly enough, Arthur didn't get into any other colleges except for the one Gerald got into. It's as if he didn't really get a choice. You look over at adult Gerald and you see deep regret in his eyes. Gerald and him sit across from one another. All right, so we're gonna go to the same college together. I don't know. I want us. We could be roommates in the college. We can have other roommates, you know, just to like lessen the rent. But like with our scholarships, it should be. Don't worry about money. Him smirks. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go to college together. We're gonna be roommates. I don't know how, but we're gonna be in all the same classes, and I want to file a patent for Bixby and Connor's laboratory. You know, something that he and I can do together after graduation, and I don't know. We could do things together, and I can provide all of that, but you remember our deal. Yes, yeah, I know. I know. This is helping people, right? You are doing important work for me. You are helping me, and we are doing this together. Gerald has these long stares, longing looks at Arthur. Arthur doesn't really reciprocate, you know? It's his friend. They're like brothers.
I look at adult Gerald. You did this so you could live a life with him?
It's not really living a life when he has no other choice and he doesn't really feel the same. It's more so living a lie.
You made him do this?
I didn't make him do anything, but I made sure certain dominoes aligned. The two of them graduate from college together, just as they did from high school. And as soon as they graduate, Gerald has this perfect location scouted out for the two of them. A nice, big laboratory in the heart of LA. They start Bixby and Connor's lab. You know? The two of them start creating these inventions. You know, Gerald was more of the business guy. Arthur was the creative type. Arthur would come up with these brilliant ideas. And every so often, you would come and visit the lab. You know? The three of you were an unstoppable team. Your innate sense of nature, chemistry, understanding how things work together to build each other, but to also tear each other down. Arthur's ideas for these brilliant inventions, and the tireless nights he would spend staying up working on them. And Gerald, somehow the perfect businessman. Every decision he made ever resulted in nothing but success. The three of you were a dream team. Now, obviously, you all had your own private lives. You saw as you and Olivia met in a coffee shop for the first time. And you watched as Arthur began to fall in love with this girl at his gym. You know, they really, really liked each other. Gerald would disappear, maybe days at a time. But every time he came back with a huge smile on his face, happy and excited to be spending time with the two of you. Arthur never really forgot that science fair project. Gerald looks kind of sad. I didn't know that he was still working on it. You know, he thought rather than aging things as they are, why not go to different ages? He wanted to do things strictly observational. He wanted to understand what it was like. History books would profit. There would be no more misinformation. We could see all the dinosaurs and whether or not they had feathers. He did not stop working on this thing. Even when I told him to stop. You see Gerald and Arthur in the middle of the night having a very worried conversation. Arthur, I genuinely think you need to stop. You can't keep working on this. Why? This could revolutionize the way that we learn about history, and it could help us with understanding our past to ensure that we have a better future. Arthur, please. You cannot mess with time. I'm not messing with time. He will know. He? Who is he? Gerald starts to look a little bit shaky. Just listen to me. Listen to me. Destroy it. Alright? Destroy it. Do not turn it on. Do not use it. Don't even think about it. Forget about it. Okay? Please, Arthur. Please. Arthur ignored me. You know, he saw all the great benefits. All the things we could learn from the past that we never really knew about. We could solve so many of today's problems by just looking backwards. Him didn't like that. Him and Gerald have a meeting. Alright, Gerald, you and your friend are gonna go for a drive.
Oh my god.
Okay. I mean, well, we have work to do later today. It's like, hey, we got a deal. Just drive down the 405. Play some music. Relax. Gerald looks concerned. Is this about his machine? No. I just need the two of you out of the laboratory for a little bit. Are you gonna break it? Him just nods. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can just break it for you. Like, you don't have to... I have to do this personally. Gerald gets him and Arthur tickets to a show down in Burbank. You know, it's a cute little quaint musical, little play. Arthur asked if he could bring the girl he's been seeing, and Gerald promptly shuts him down. It's just the two of us, you know, just like old days. They get into the car and they start driving. The sun begins to set as they traverse the freeway. The road seems empty, despite being, you know, Los Angeles, Southern California. No one seems to be driving here. As they start going down the road, Arthur's behind the wheel. Gerald's in the passenger seat. and he sees something. A weird figure down the freeway. Gerald goes, can you see, what is that? As the car gets closer, him is standing in the center of the road, and Arthur doesn't seem to see anything. Him reaches up his hand, and Gerald panics, acting quickly. Arthur, move! He grabs the steering wheel and turns it to the left. Arthur resists and tries to turn it back. Him didn't even have to do anything. As Gerald tried to redirect the car, they slammed into the sidewall, and the car flipped. They came crashing to the ground. Gerald, in the car, was sitting upside down, and he looks through the shattered windshield at him, standing in the freeway, as he turns and walks away. Gerald pulls himself out of the car, his leg shredded to pieces. Arthur is laying in the freeway. Gerald begins to hold his best friend and begins to cry. Adult Gerald walks over and places his hand on his younger self's shoulder. I was able to renounce him, and I spent every hour of every day trying to finish Arthur's machine so that I could save him, undo all the despicable things that I ever did, go back and tell my younger self to just try. Nothing in life is supposed to be certain. I ruined it. I ruined my life. I ruined his life. I ruined yours. I wanted to make things better. And in the process, I ruined that Viking guy's life. I brought Jimmy on to help me build the machine, to work on it. I think I've ruined his life too. He won't even look at me. I saw myself in that kid. I approached him. I wanted to be his mentor. But I ended up doing the same thing to him that him did to me. I'm done running. Baby, I'm so sorry. You don't have to forgive me, but at least you know the truth, and you know what I was trying to do, and you knew why I had to keep it a secret, because if I told anyone, him would figure out, because he always does. He always figures out.
If you want to do something, tell me how to separate myself from him.
Not easy.
I don't care.
It takes a sacrifice. You need to sacrifice something in order to renounce him. As the two of you stand on the highway, the fire of the car burning bright, another bolt of lightning comes down and begins to separate. You and Gerald look towards it. And you guys see the inside of a tavern.
Do I see anyone?
No, just you see the inside of a tavern.
Does it look familiar?
It seems vaguely familiar.
Does it look like the saloon?
The Sunbeam Saloon.
Oh, fuck.
Amelia!
Gerald looks at you and reaches his hand out. Once more into the breach.
What's your plan?
My entire life has been me making plans for myself and for other people. Right now, I'm gonna play it by ear. We're gonna beat the shit out of that pretentious blue bitch. So are you with me or not?
I'm in.
Yay.
The two of you step through the rift and it closes behind you. Barthold, you watch Astrid grow up over the years. You watch her take care of Melody as she grows older. You watch Stoic hand the clan over to his son.
Never liked that boy.
And you watch the Elden clan be a shadow of its former self. But Astrid still grew up happy, you know? She missed you a lot growing up. She would tell these fantastical stories to all of her friends. You know, you were her hero. You are her hero. And she held on to the hammer. A few more years pass. You know, the village starts to disperse. You know, some people decide they're gonna go off. They're gonna start their own thing. Especially the younger ones, they love to make a name for themselves. Whether it be warriors or inventors or builders. All that's left of the Elden clan is your daughter. Alone in this village. This makeshift little village. One day, a man in a brown suit approaches. Him smiles at your daughter. How do you do? Hi. Can I help you? Maybe. But I can help you. I know where your father is.
I'm right fucking here, man.
Him looks over at you.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Oh, you suck. I'm gonna enjoy your death, Rose.
And he just winks before looking back to your daughter.
Oh, he knows where you are. How?
I would love to help you flourish. To guide you. To help you find your father. All you have to do are a few things for me in return. I ask of very little. What are your dreams? What's something that you yearn for? Something that you miss, or something that you want? I miss, you know, the Elden Village. I miss having that community, and I miss my dad. how would you like to start our own little community together? All you have to do is become my avatar. And I will grant you whatever you wish. For as long as you wish. With the one condition that you help me on a few errands here and there. Astrid gets down on her knees as him puts his hand on her forehead. And you see his skin turn blue. And Astrid begins to have this kind of glow come off of her. Astrid, rise, as you are now the avatar for the god of time and unity.
Unity my butt.
As he says this, as he knights your daughter to become his avatar, him smiles at you.
I take a swing, motherfucker.
Oh man.
I'm gonna let you get over there.
He just, with a quick wave of his hand, sends you flying backwards.
Oh my god.
You begin soaring through the air.
What?
You watch as the land around you changes. Trees grow. You see magical creatures like dragons, centaurs, trolls walking about, and you watch as they slowly wither away and disappear.
Did you fucking send me through time?
Did he really just send me through time?
A bolt of lightning shoots down, and you are thrown back into it.
Man. Jesus Louise. Jesus Louise.
Kill that son.
Alex, you are standing in a dark, dirty, grimy alleyway.
An alleyway. Okay. Is my dad around?
Albert Richardson
So weird.
is using a plastic bag as a blanket
Oh my god.
as he sleeps homeless in the alleyway. He has been pretty much on the run, gone through multiple states. He's lost, really.
How many days have passed since that last scene happened?
About a year.
Oh! He's been on the streets for a year? So is...
He's homeless. He's broke. He's poor. He has nothing. Such a drastic comparison to the father that you know, who's rich, powerful, and has everything.
Yeah. Are we still in North Carolina? Is that what we said we were in? Is that
It's not
No.
a good place.
You are a bit closer to New York City,
okay.
but not quite there yet.
Okay.
He's just been making his way north.
I'll just stick beside my dad. I'm watching this for a reason, so.
As he lays there in the alleyway, footsteps begin to walk down the alleyway. You hear puddles being stepped in and the sound of 2 boots walking along.
Okay.
A figure that you can't quite see their face keeps getting closer and closer. Your dad springs into action, pulls a pocket knife on the stranger,
Good.
and holds him up. I want your wallet. I want your money. I want everything you have. Albert is, again, robbing this dude.
Okay. Got that.
He holds the knife to the man,
Fuck.
and the man smiles back and says, "Alright, kiddo.
There
You got your stats all wrong, huh?
I know, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
If you're gonna rob somebody, don't get this close. Popping up was a real nice trick, but you didn't notice that I've been following you for 2 days now."
Alex is just going like.
Albert looks up at him. What do you want? What's your name, kid? None of your business. Oh, come on. We're friends. Just give me a name.
DB frickin' Cooper.
My name's D.
Motherfucking shit.
B. DB. The name's Cooper. DB Cooper. The name's DB Cooper.
My kids are called Pee-Pee and Poo-Poo.
It's like stupid ass.
Alex in the corner, like.
It's nice to meet you, kid.
My
I've been watching you. Don't worry. Nothing too weird. I've seen the tricks you got. You light on your feet. You're smart. You can lie like a son of a bitch. And you're good with a pocket knife. Albert kind of looks confused. Cool, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like a chance, just a small chance, at $1 million? I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Who wants to be?
Nobody knows my name
Who
yet,
wants to be a millionaire?
but they're all gonna know me.
Okay.
They're all gonna know me, and I'm gonna blow up, and I'm gonna act like I don't know nobody.
God damn, I hate you.
I hate
Oh my
you.
lord.
I hate you so much.
How good are you at impersonating other people? You know, I've seen your pickpocketing skills. They're all right. But I think with a little bit of practice, you could be spectacular. Come with me, kid. You know, Albert's a little bit hesitant, but at the end of the day, he has nothing.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to lose.
It's been a year on the streets.
Nothing is scarier than a man who has nothing left to lose. He stays with DB Cooper for a few days. DB Cooper trains him, you know, teaches him how to get better with his pocket knife.
Mm-hmm.
You know, helps him with impersonations, accents, being other people, using different voices.
So acting? That's funny.
Wow.
Wow.
He got sent to an acting.
Maybe that's why he just wanted you to be an
Wow,
actor.
even my dad gets more jobs than me. Wow. Jesus, he lands more roles than I ever will. Jesus.
Oh, blame Nemo.
DB Cooper and the rest of the gang
Fucking Nemo.
give your father the nickname Sly Fox.
Ha! Ha!
So, here's the plan. Me, on a plane, soaring through the sky. Sly Fox over here. He's the pilot. Pilot, what's your name? I'm impersonating someone named William Scotty Scott. Is that his real name? That's his real name. Alright, he's always at the bar before a flight. Alright, his co-pilot doesn't know him. He's a new guy. He's a new guy on the shift. If he meets William Scotty Scott, he's not gonna go, "Oh, you're not the William Scotty Scott I know." Because you're gonna be acting. Alright, kiddo? You got this, alright? You're the pilot. Alright? You're gonna be security. You're gonna make sure that everything goes perfectly according to plan. He's pointing at all his little gang.
Little minions.
DB Cooper and your father planned the iconic DB Cooper plane heist.
Oh!
Your dad helped.
Your dad drugs and impersonates a pilot and flies the plane for DB Cooper.
Nice.
Oh man. Oh man.
You see DB Cooper up in the plane. Loads of cash. Alrighty, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Make sure you tip your hostesses, alright? Don't leave a mess in the airplane bathroom. And don't forget the name. DB Cooper.
Believe me, none of us ever will. Got it.
DB grabs the money, throws on a parachute, and jumps out the plane.
Okay.
Your father successfully lands the plane.
No way.
And before police can interrogate or investigate him, he's gone too.
Oh, sheesh.
They find William Scotty Scott passed out in a terminal bathroom. with his entire pilot's outfit just completely stripped from his body.
Well, there goes.
And a little note that
his
says, from Sly Fox.
Hey, okay, my dad has a trademark. Cool. All my Disney money is from that plane heist.
Continuously on the run, but he and DB Cooper meet up.
Oh my god, my dad's a criminal.
The two huge duffel bags filled to the brim with money.
Oh man.
Cooper looks at your father, nods. Not bad, kid. I'll see you when I see you. Hands him the duffel bag, one of the duffel bags, and runs off.
My dad's a millionaire.
You watch as he invests that money, starts his business, starts his company. He grows older, he grows wealthier.
Uh-huh.
He has made a brand new life for himself. Taking his old last name, Richardson, taking his new name, Fox, to become Richard Foxtrot.
Got it.
As things start to kind of tie a bow on it, you watch as your father and mother come home from the hospital with you in their arms.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad walks in and he sees you, adult you, standing in the living room. He hands the baby over to your mother, and they both go upstairs. And your father walks up to you. Hey, son. I'm sorry we left things on a weird note. Back in Egypt, things are falling apart.
I'm sorry, I'm just kind of in shock right now. So I can be seen?
He can see you.
Okay.
I already knew that things weren't the best, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I saw DB Cooper rob a laundromat the other day, and he's supposed to be dead. Time is shattered. I'm pretending to be a king on a throne.
Yeah.
I wanted a chance to see you one more time. He looks down. He can't even look you in the eye. And he said,
Go ahead.
oh, no, go.
I was going to ask why he's here. Like, why? How is he in this point in time and not back on his throne with Cleopatra?
You tell me. You're the one in my memories. Listen, Alex. I'm sorry. I wasn't the father I should have been. You know, I wanted so badly to protect you. And swore that I would never be as bad a father as my own. I wanted to make sure you had a life of wealth and leisure, that you wouldn't have to worry about things like dealing with criminals. I wanted you to have the life that I never had. I wanted so badly for you to not just be like me, but to be better than me. I fought so hard for that I drove you away. I drove your mother away. And I hurt you. You know, but despite all that, I think I succeeded. Son, you are a better man than I will ever be. I saw your sister Cleo as, you know, my second chance. And I failed as a father to you. And I don't want to fail as a father to her. My greed has gotten in the way too many times. But Alex Foxtrot, I am so proud of the man you are becoming. Obviously, I can't take too much credit, but I'm proud of you. Now go. Go do the right thing.
Thanks, Dad.
He smiles at you, and you feel your visions start to fade. Ivy and Barthold, and Gerald, you guys all stumble into the saloon together. You both come out of two different rifts in time and just fall into this room.
Damn. Ow.
Are we like clear still?
Oh,
No, you can see each other.
Barthold.
Ivy.
Viking guy?
Asshole.
Deserved.
I
Fair.
deserved. Dick.
I deserve dick.
I deserve
No,
dick.
well, no, you deserve to be called a dick.
Before he can finish, you hear screaming.
Oh.
Can I do
go-
like an investigation?
I run towards the screaming.
Yeah, where is
Oh.
the
You guys throw open the door and you find yourself, you guys are sitting in a little bit of a balcony
Okay.
that is overlooking the main saloon. The saloon itself is empty. And you see standing, looking down over the balcony, is Abigail. The screaming is coming from down below
Oh, shit.
in the main saloon area.
So what is it? Do I make an investigation?
Abigail's up here?
Yeah, she's up on the
I
balcony.
go towards where the screaming came from.
I want to ask Abigail if she knows anything that's going on.
You guys approach Abigail and you can see over the railing. You see Mayor Morgan standing over a young blonde girl and abusing her. She is barely wearing any clothes. And he is beating her as she screams out in pain.
Okay, I go into a rage.
Yes!
Honestly,
Oh, yeah. No, bro.
I just roll on the wild roll. She's 7.
she's
Flowers and vines temporarily grow around me. The ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for my enemies. Well, that didn't do much. But I do go into a rage. I hop over the balcony.
As you, boom, thud down on the main ground, Abigail says, "I can't hear you."
What? Why not?
it's her memories.
Yeah, but I see myself.
Who would do something like this? You guys realize that the blonde girl is not quite Abigail.
Is it her mother?
The face is blurry, as if it's some sort of repressed memory.
She's repressing the abuse that Mayor Morgan did to her.
Okay.
That's why she sees him in a better light than we do.
I never knew. I need to talk to him. I need to.
No. He's
This isn't the man that I knew. This isn't. He was nice to me. He was kind. He wouldn't do this.
he is. Your mind blocks it out because I just don't want you to remember. For your own sake.
What? Was wasn't here for this. This.
If you weren't here for it, then how are you remembering?
We all went through our own memories. I'm sorry.
No. This is one of those weird things again. This is, like those weird gods, the futuristic machines. It's not real. This is. You guys are tricking me. You're tricking me again. I didn't want to be a part of this. I just want to go back home.
We're not tricking you. We're trying to go back home.
Yeah. I'm back home and no one can see me.
So you're not back home. Something is clearly wrong.
Something's always wrong with this fucking group. I just should have never gone with you guys. I could have stayed. I could have helped this girl. I could have...
Who is this girl?
I don't know.
As badly as we want to, we can't change our past. I just watched my brother die for the second time. I have lost everything over and over again. Everyone I love has either betrayed me or left me. And the closest thing we have is each other right now. And all we want to do is get back home. If you want to help that girl, you need to admit to yourself what's really going on. As horrible as it is, as bad as everything is, we can't hide from our past. Not anymore.
Well then, this is what I know it is, then what's the point of going home?
You can find a new home. Your life's not set in stone. You can change your future. We can't change our past, but we can change what happens next. And the first thing we're gonna do is kill that motherfucker who did this to us.
Abigail finally turns around and looks at you guys, and you can see the tears streaming down her face. She runs towards you and Barthold and wraps her arms around the two of you guys.
Give her.
She buries her head in your chest and you feel as all the tension in her lets go and she melts into your arms. I don't have anywhere to go.
Of course you do.
You have us.
I barely know you.
I have known people for years and they've let me down more than you guys have. And I've only known you for... I honestly don't know how long I've known you. But I'm gonna be honest. Time's a little fucked. But I think we can change things. Make things better for ourselves.
Maybe you're right. She looks at Barthold. She looks back at you. And then she looks past the two of you and sees Gerald. Abigail quickly pulls her gun and points at him.
Alright, kid. Settle down. No, look, I get it.
We're not gonna kill him.
Not yet. As far as I'm concerned.
He's the reason why we're here.
Yeah, but we can't fix things until we take down the blue guy, and he's trying to help us take down the blue guy.
Abigail, was it? Fuck off. Abigail. Ivy's right. I fucked up in my past. I've fucked up in my present. And chances are I'm only human and I will fuck up in my future. As will you, as will we all. Granted, some fuck ups are worse than others and lead to all of time collapsing, but it's not the mistakes that define us. It's what we do in response to them. Ivy, if you trust him, I trust you.
I don't fully trust him. But
We need him.
he was as hurt by him as the rest of us. And it's the whole reason he did this, was to try to make things right. Though it was wrong and though he made bad choices, I don't agree the way he did things all the time, I think it's our best bet. He was trying to bring my brother back. As much as I'd like him back, I don't think we should do that. I think we need to kill him and go back home before anything else gets more fucked.
Well, now let's fuck some shit up.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yes.
We now go to a dark void. There is nothing surrounding Jimmy except for his own self staring across from him. You are facing down against this otherworldly creature that looks exactly like yourself. It cocks its head to the side. As this creature speaks, you hear a weird cacophony of voices. You hear the voice of your father, your mother, the principal, James Harvey Oswald. You hear your own voice and Gerald's, all speaking to you simultaneously. Jimmy, you're lost. You can't deny that anymore. You're as lost as can be. You've been lost. And if you're lucky, maybe you'll get found. As they say that, you feel something slithering up your leg and onto your shoulder. Emily Spinach hisses in your ear. You know, can't be a lone wolf forever. Sometimes we all just have to die together. It goes to swipe at you, and you duck underneath. using the same gloves, the clawed gloves that you have, it goes to swipe at you, and you dodge underneath.
You also do have
You have Emily.
Emily, when is
Shit,
Emily?
you're right.
Are you scared, Jimmy?
No. I want to use Jim's magic missiles.
Hey.
Yo. I think you roll for the three different ones. There's 3 different missiles.
Yeah. Roll for it, Shotty.
Okay, we got 7, 15, and 19.
You extend out your fist with the gloves on and fire 3 rockets.
Oh yeah.
The creature goes up to you and grabs you by the throat. You can
Once for
feel
now.
it as its kind of dark energy goes through you, and you look into this creature's eyes and you see nothing. Emptiness. You feel alone. Stop lying! I know you. You've been alone your whole life. We've all tried to help you. We've all wanted to be there for you. Can't help you if you don't open up. Open up. Open up. With its other hand, the creature grabs your mouth and begins to pull it down.
Oh, no.
Emily Spinach bites the creature on the face, and the creature stumbles back, throwing Emily to the ground. This creature would die for you. Would you die for it?
Oh shit.
The creature goes to attack Emily Spinach.
Fucking.
Not on my watch.
Aww.
Jimmy, this thing is gonna die like my
Oh,
fucking
no.
wife, bitch.
Oh my
You have an
God.
opportunity to step in between Emily and the creature. If you roll above a 7, well, I'll tell you. You want to roll above a 7.
Oh God. Oh God. You're gonna.
No, you have to do the bingo
No, I know
cage.
he is, but he's.
Oh, he's rubbing it with the crystal.
I named the crystal earlier. I don't know what I did.
You don't
for it.
understand.
No, my crystal.
You don't get it wrong.
Fuck.
What is it?
It didn't show.
What is it?
It's a 20.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Nick, fuck you, Barb!
Dude.
Oh, not 20 for my little love. Okay, I was
Go for
crying
it.
a
The
little
spirit
bit.
of Alice Roosevelt is with us.
Oh my God, he put my crystal in there. What? He,
It worked.
It worked.
The rules
Thank
are
you,
if you get a nat 1 or a
Jesus.
nat 20, the thing
It
refills.
resets.
Oh
my
my
God.
God. Good shit, Jimmy.
Holy
Oh my God.
Jimmy.
That was one of the
The creature lunges towards Emily Spinach, and with a split second, you put yourself in between the creature and Emily Spinach. I was going to have you roll a Constitution saving throw, however, since you rolled a natural 20, as you step in between the creature and Emily, the creature flies directly into your chest. You feel yourself get a little bit fuller. You snap back to full HP, full spell slots, as does Emily. And your vision starts to return. You find yourself back in the space-like void we began the episode in. Portals begin to open up. Ivy, Alex, Barthold, Abigail, Astrid, Gerald, you all step through.
It's like Avengers.
You guys are all together. Him does not reach his final form. In his weird, glitching state, he becomes a strange, grotesque creature that is half god, half mortal. It's his once muscular body is now gross and shriveled, but he is still towering over all of you. I will bring about all of your suffering.
Fuck you.
Not if we are.
Suffering? Please. Maybe trauma down the leg.
The creature, him, looks at Gerald. You have brought this upon yourself. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh!
I got
I got a dirty 20.
30-20.
Dirty 20.
7.
Wait, do we have a
12.
thing for initiative?
Right there.
Yeah.
Plus
Did you add your...
Yeah.
16. God damn it.
I'm first! Oh,
Do I have to roll for my dolphin?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll for
You guys actually, you go on the same turn as the Moonchlings. You go on the same turn as your daughter.
You don't want that.
You go on the same turn as Emily. And with that,
Let's
we
go.
will see you in the finale.
Let's get some coffee. See, I told